welcome to Inquiring Minds. My name is Doug, and I'm back with another Appelboom Slices quick fountain pen review. And again, this one has to be quick because this pen has already been sold. In fact, it's going in the mail tomorrow morning. And this is the Pininfarina Novanta. This pen was provided to me for review by Joost Appelboom via Stephen Brown. Thank you, Joost. Thank you, Stephen. And I'm having to do these reviews a lot quicker than I expected because you guys are buying these pens. And I don't blame you because you're getting them at some really nice discounts, and these pens are gorgeous. Now I'm going to talk about the parts and features of this pen, let you know a little bit about the pen, and do a quick writing sample by dipping the pen in deference to the new owner. I'm sure you won't mind. So I'm going to read to you from the Appelboom website description of this pen while showing it to you here on camera. So I'll put it down in this corner here so we can put the text up here. Pininfarina Novanta represents the quintessence of the design and unmistakable style of the brand in his 90 years of history, in which past, present, and future are matched in perfect harmony. Made completely in Italy through high-precision micromechanics, Pininfarina Novanta is the perfect balance between style and function, thanks to its calibrated nib that ensure high performances in all the atmospheric conditions. Italian style means a sense of proportion, simplicity, and harmony of line such that after considerable time, there is still something that is more alive than the mere memory of beauty. Battista Pininfarina. This luxury edition, limited to 100 pieces worldwide, has a 14-karat gold nib and a luxurious gift box. Now I'll show you that box and that unboxing right now, and then we'll come back and look at this pen. And here we have one of the more interesting pen designers in the world. This is Pininfarina from Italy. This is called the Momenta Limited. I think that says Momenta Novanta. See, I can't read cursive. Novanta. And here is the large. This may look black on camera, but this is a deep navy blue. And it's a wooden box with a magnetic closure. And here's the pen. I'm going to show you the box first, because the box is felt lined, or what feels like velvet lined. And it says, that means something in Italian. Maybe I'll do a Google Translate on that and see what I just said. I probably didn't say anything close. There's two standard international cartridges, one blue, one black. There's a Pininfarina guarantee and instruction booklet for the various things. And here it is. Typical of Pininfarina, it is space-age design. And look at that, very sleek. So lots of great packaging for that limited edition Novanta. So here is the Pininfarina Novanta. It is an anodized aluminum pen with a really interesting curve from top to bottom. It gets fat in the middle, thin towards the tail, and then widens out slightly. It reminds me a lot of the Pen BBS 323 pen that has the similar kind of swooping curves to it. And this makes this a real writer's pen because of the way it fits in your hand. I also have to compare it right here to my own Pininfarina. This was provided to me for review by Joost Appelboom as well. This is the PF2, and it also has a space-aged race car kind of design to it. It looks streamlined. If you write very, very fast, you'll have very little wind resistance while you're writing with this pen. You can see that the clip is buried in the body, but if you press on the tip of it, it pops up.
That's what she said.
For use. And it actually springs up larger than that, so you can actually use it. Rather than just a pretty design feature, this is actually functional. The cap is magnetic, just like the PF2, and when you remove the cap, you see the 14-karat gold nib. That's a Jovo, I believe. Same feed and swoop as the Jovo. It has the Pininfarina logo. It's not laser etched on that nib. It is actually engraved or stamped on that nib. and it says 14K M585 for the gold content. If you have a grip over, this might be a difficulty for you because that extra bit that fits into the cap and has the clip embedded into it sits proud of that section. But if you have a tripod grip, you can grip on the slimmer part of that section, and this becomes a very comfortable pen in the hand. Altogether, it weighs about 58 grams, so this is not a light pen. But because it's so well balanced, you don't notice it pulling your hand anywhere. The weight is actually distributed towards the nib. The pen does post. I'm not sure in which configuration it's supposed to post, but that cap is relatively heavy and does back weight the pen. Let's see if it posts the other way. Post it backwards like that. Yeah, it's possible. You can sort of post it any way you wish. I wouldn't write with this pen posted. The tail end of the pen unscrews, which gives you access to the tail of the converter. So you can fill up this pen without having to remove the top part of the section. If you do want to remove the section for cleaning, you unscrew the top part of the pen like this. And there is the converter. It is a threaded international standard converter. And the tiny front part of the section is in two pieces. There is the outer part that has this anodized or flamed blue steel or aluminum, I'm not sure, the metal nozzle, and this part screws into the back of the nib unit, which tightens it down and allows you to adjust the nib so that it lines up with that clip every time because it's a single start thread. And this is a limited edition. This particular pen is number 048 of 100 made. The Pininfarina Novanta limited edition luxury fountain pen is available for $601.24 US on the Appelboom website and comes with 4 nib options: extra fine, fine, medium, and broad. And the pen is available in 4 different finishes: this silver and pale blue version, black, blue, and titanium. Now I'm going to dip test this pen and do some writing samples. And I'm going to dip test this pen with some Waterman Serenity Blue ink, which is very, very gentle on pens and cleans up very, very nicely, so I can deliver this pen to the customer. And here we go. This is the Pininfarina Novanta, and it has a number 6 size 14 karat gold medium nib. It's very, very wet and really, really smooth. Okay, so this is the smooth that has no feedback whatsoever, so it writes like glass. And this pen doesn't belong to me, so I'm not going to push it, but let's see how bouncy it is. You can push out a little bit of line variation on it, and that nib is relatively bouncy. And this is indeed a medium. It writes about a 0.6 millimeter line. There we go. Very, very nice writer. Hefty in the hand. Beautiful, beautiful 14 karat gold nib. Space age design. If your mind runs to the non-traditional, Pininfarina makes some very, very interesting, unusual, and modern space age type fountain pens with some cool design features like this clip that aren't just for show, actually functionally work. But the writing experience with this pen feels similar to writing with a Pilot vanishing point, in that clip sort of gets in your way. If you like to pinch your grip together like that, that might be a problem. If you have a wider grip that goes further up the pen, you'll probably be okay. But if you're a thumb over grip, if you grip your pen in various very unusual kinds of ways, non-standard kinds of ways, that clip might get in your way. This is not an inexpensive pen, but it's not just a collector pen either, not something just for show on your desk. It is actually very, very functional and writes beautifully. So thanks again go out to Joost Appelboom for providing this pen for review and for sale. And thank you to Stephen Brown for passing this pen on to me. And if you are the customer of this pen, you know who you are, and I'm talking to you. Thank you for buying this pen. You are very, very lucky. I'm hoping that you'll really, really enjoy it. And let me know in the comments below what your writing experience is. And that just leaves it for me to say, Thank you for watching. And that's all she wrote.
I made this.